Well, the Holland camp also have Swords Rex alongside their gallop in Sydney in the Laurels final at Cork on Saturday night, of course, live on RPGTV. And Swords Rex, Nicky, I mean, what a dog for you. Still very young, of course. I think he's a July 2020, but an amazing CV already. Talk us through his career so far and where you've had kind of a couple of issues.
Well, he won the unraced in Clonmel, ran coursing time last year, ran brilliant in that, went into the Kirby. It's a top class final, and lucky enough he ran super, did a brilliant race win. Went into the produce stakes, ran very well, did some cracking times, ran Clonmel, and then in the final luck wasn't on his side really with the draw. Really need to take a flyer, which he didn't, so unfortunately he got beat, and then we gave him some time off ready for the derby, because obviously 3 competitions on the go, you can't expect them to race, they need their time. And came back for the derby, the Irish derby, and had a little niggle a few weeks before, which we had to work on. Would have liked to have got a race into him prior to the derby, just to put the cobwebs to sleep. It's hard for dogs when they've been off 2 or 3 months. They like to get that first race under their belt. So we couldn't do that. So he went into the first round, and he was unfortunately drawn on the last heat of the night. So sort of, in a kennel for a young dog that really hadn't had that much racing, mad to go, loves his racing, and that it just didn't work out for him. So we had to back to the drawing board. It took a few races for him to settle back into it, because he's just mad to go all the time. And came out derby final night, did an absolutely phenomenal run, and Leonard and Barbara were there to see him run in the flesh, because unfortunately they missed the Kirby final and that they couldn't get there, so they were there to see him run. So it was brilliant for them. And then went into the Laurels. Fortunately missed his break on Saturday, gave us all a bit of a scare, but ran a tremendous race to qualify behind Gallop in Sydney, who, as we spoke about, ran brilliantly. And he's there in the final. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I've heard 1 or 2 people sort of pick holes in this dog, which I think we all tend to do when it comes to the best dogs. But I think you just mentioned to me sort of off camera, maybe he set the bar so high that we just expect exceptional every time.
Yeah, look, he is a fantastic dog, but at the end of the day, he's an animal, and things don't go their way all the time. If they did, we'd all have derby winners every week, wouldn't we? So he's there, and he's running brilliantly now. And yeah, look, people are very quick to knock people or dogs when they're doing very well. So
that said, I think you'd like a slightly better break in the final, wouldn't you? Your heart must have sank when you were watching the semi.
Oh, definitely. Look, we had 2 in the semi, and Gallop in Sydney's popped out, and you're like, okay, he's out in front, he's doing what he does. He's going to drive the bend. And when Swords Rex, you think, oh God, he's really left himself in a semi-final with great dogs in there. He's left himself, that's it, he's out. He ran brilliantly, gaps opened up for him, and you could see down the back he's sort of in contention to qualify, and you were like, you couldn't believe it. After the start he did. So hopefully he's got that bad break out the way, and yeah, he's in the final, and we'll see what happens. We've got 2 chances, and yeah, look, trapdoors are not great, but they're there, and we'll take it as it comes.
Yeah, well, Swords Rex gets trap 6, and impossible for me to ask really what you think he'll do from there, because he's never been in trap 6. I think he was in trap 5 in the second round of the Laurels, and actually he won from there. So
he's won from trap 5, ran very well. Look, he's got 6. Hopefully he'll run as well from there, and look, hopefully one of them will do the business. And if they don't, as long as they come off safe and sound, there's more races next year, and hopefully they're there for that.
Well, an amazing race for you to look forward to on Saturday night with 2 in the Laurels final. Good luck, Nicky.
Thanks very much, and best of luck to everybody in the final.